Hey everybody, this is Harkov311 and welcome back to Victoria 2 after a long absence. Sorry about not coming back earlier. I've been distracted by actually streaming on my Twitch channel some. I finally got a replacement modem so I can actually stream something approaching an actual adequate level. Rebel Factions. Yeah, I know I got Rebel Factions. This is nothing new, game. This is nothing new at all. Are there any that are like really pissed off? Movement radicalism. I know, that Greek one is starting to get a little dangerous. 29% radic. Oh, Montenegrin 34. Damn. Well, the good news is it's only like 500 people, so they couldn't even raise one brigade. I'm more worried about the Anarcho-Liberals because, as some long-time watchers may have noticed, I actually did have a Anarcho-Liberal like uprising that I had to crush, and now crushing revolts, if anyone's wondering, actually does decrease your militarism because basically all the people that were militaristic and upset have died. So that actually does stop. Spain is now allied with Russia. Oh, Baden broke their alliance with Austria. Oh man, I think German Empire is about to form. Wait, what is this? What is going on here? Oh, France just took Catalonia. They do that sometimes. Like, there's no reason for it, but they just go for it anyway. Marsh reported openly to public Aaron placing its head and its tail. They've become sworn enemies. I love how it actually has these little details. Like, Marsh and Cope were actual paleontologists in the American West around this time, 1870s. I love how it has like little details like that. I love when Paradox does their homework. The Balearic Islands belongs to France because the Balearic Islands are part of Catalonia. Yes, we're quite aware of that. You know, I should maybe at some point think about doing a Victoria 2 campaign as France. It might be fun. But Boogie Knight wanted me to do the Ottoman Empire, so that's what we're doing right now. I also should do Russia. Russia seems like it would be a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to try to knock out all of the second tier techs that I haven't been getting. Just going to run through them all. Like, now that we've got colonies, we don't have to beeline straight for colonial crap anymore. We can just, like, we can kind of ease back a little. Take our time with this. Besides, the Ottoman Empire, let's just be honest here. Even though it is one of the superpowers, we're not strong enough to, like, push too far into Africa beyond where we already are in Somalia and Libya, because, well, prestige and military are basically the only things that are keeping us a superpower. Even though we're building factories, we're building them, we're getting there, a little, very slowly. Oh hey, our capitalists are building more factories in Armenia and Bosnia. Okay, industrialization. Continuing on. Russian Empire has discredited USA and Manchuria. Well, not surprisingly, considering that Russia's probably trying to sphere Manchuria again. I imagine they probably will. Actually, China. Oh, China's partially westernized now? Dang. AI China, I've noticed, will basically beeline for westernizing. One thing that the historical project mod does, if I haven't talked about that before, it's basically a mod that makes this game a lot more back to Punjab. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, what is the crisis? What is actually going on here? Crisis. Acquire Punjabi Baluchistan. No, sorry, Afghanistan. You don't even have a... I'm not going to go to war with the British just for you. Punjabi Baluchistan can remain exactly like it is. Now, if you want a crisis to get back your cores in actual Afghanistan, I'm all about that. Because I can probably wreck Persia's face in 2 seconds. But nope, I'm not going to just help you take land from Punjab. Sorry about it. Oh man, if Afghanistan actually goes through all the great powers and doesn't get a backer, I'm going to be... Oh. Damn it. Alright, I guess we have to deal with this damn crisis now. What the hell? Wait, Bavaria is a... What the fuck? Wait a second here. Bavaria is a major... You are shitting me. Diplomacy. Oh my god! Bavaria is a major power! Wow, okay, I guess the North German Federation is not going to form the German Empire, since Bavaria has cock-blocked them by becoming a major power. Well, shit. This is an absolute new for me. I've never seen one of the German minor states become a major power by itself. That has literally never happened any of the many times I've played this game. You saw it here first, folks. Alright, who's gonna be on what side here? Because I don't want to be on the side that's against, like... Basically, whatever side Russia picks, I'm joining, because I don't want to be against them. Alright, Bavaria and Russia on that side. And the Germans. Okay, we're jumping aboard. Sorry, Punjab, you're just gonna have to give Afghanistan some land. I didn't want to do it, but damn it, I'm not gonna go into war with Russia. No chance in hell. Not happening. Sorry. Now, against Persia, I'll take my chances. If you want this land back, like I told you guys, you want this land back, I'm all about that shit. But I'm not gonna... I'm doing this only reluctantly, Afghanistan, and only because you forced me to. So I'll make it clear that I'm not pleased about this. Wait, what, huh? I'm trying to look at my navy here, newspapers. Portugal likes this. Isn't that nice? Okay, yeah, this must be the commerce raiders that are replacing my old frigates. Okay, Navy modernization. It's happening slowly. Oh yeah, here we go. Commerce raiders. Hey, we got a small arms factory in Nadir. Isn't that nice? Grind Grind out the military text quickly, because since we have the military-industrial complex economy system... Like, hold on, where's that? Yeah, national values order, that's not what I mean. White peace? Wait, what? Oh. Wait a minute, did Persia... Huh? Oh. Okay, they white pieced out, okay, so they basically agreed to help nobody. Well, that's okay. As long as crises don't end in wars, we'll be fine, I think. Oh man, we got Bedouin poet. Avast, awake ye, sons of slumber, the morning calls you forth. A Bedouin poet, disturbed by a lack of Bedouin national consciousness, has published a hymn to his native country that is quickly developing into a symbol of the national resistance against our rule in Got. We could get rid of the poet, but doing so does entail the risk of being discovered. How should we act? Leave him be. And all the pops in Tripoli that are not Turkish and are not accepted cultures gain 3 consciousness. We gain consciousness or we gain militancy. Gain consciousness. We've got less of that going on. Besides, we're gaining militancy, like, at a slightly alarming rate, I gotta tell you. Do we have any military units that are in training right now? Oh, shit. We're already at 100% efficiency here, so you need to go away. We'll keep encouraging capitalists in Thrace till we have like 1%, then I think we'll stop. I guess we'll encourage bureaucrats there for a little bit. We're already at 75%. Actually, where's our population density map? Oh god, our revolt risk. Yikes. Our revolt risk has gone way the fuck up. What is this shit? Anarcho-Liberals. Damn it. Oh my god, our militancy. I guess this is what happens at later in the game. Your people get more conscious. Like, our militancy is actually going up, which is not usually happening. Alright, socialists and anarcho-liberals really keep... I don't really have a problem with the socialists gaining in the upper house, because we're going to want economic reforms eventually, but anarcho-liberals just an enormous pain in the dick, because what they do... Sorry, I'm recording this in the morning, have to get some coffee. What they do, basically, is they institute what's called a bourgeois dictatorship. Basically, they won't repeal any reforms you've passed, but they also completely refuse to pass new reforms. And holy shit, this province is pissed off. Anarcho-Liberals. You know what, I'm calling it right now, folks. We may have another Anarcho-Liberal vote, and if we do, well, target practice, I guess. Ugh. I don't know why people are so upset. I've got education, social spending, like, pretty much high as it goes. My budget's not, like, running out. I'm running a occasional surplus and occasional deficit, but we're basically breaking even. I mean, people get upset if you like stop being a superpower, which I guess you kind of figure is obvious. But I don't know. As militant people are getting, we might end up having to pass a reform, which I don't really mind. I mean, the goal ultimately is to pass some of the reforms, because I don't know. One thing I dislike about Victoria too is that it seems like the a lot of times the political situation never gets tense enough to where you actually have to pass reforms and to where the upper house of your government can actually do that. Like, I was playing as Austria once, and I did actually get enough militancy to where people were demanding reforms about and going to revolt, but all I did was institute, like, landed people get to vote in in a parliament, and I never had another, like, enormous revolt again after that. I'm told, though, if you want to get reforms passed, what you have to do is use the first burst of things to legalize state-controlled trade unions, because it actually increases movement radicalism with suffrage, schools, and safe working conditions, and also increases social reform desire. Let's see. I mean, realistically, a lot of these reforms are based on things that actual countries did have. Like, state-controlled trade unions were actually a thing in the Russian Empire back in, like, the 1890s, I want to say. Uh, Larian, if you're watching, I know you're from uh, Eastern or Baltic Europe. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I'm pretty sure that's when it would have been. But anyway, back to the Ottomans. Wait, what's this? Bavaria. No, I don't know, Bavaria. You're probably enemies with Germany, aren't you? I'm guessing. Who, who are your friends? Diplo mode, Diplo mode, Diplo mode. Where is it? I can never remember which one of these is which. Yeah, Austria does not like you. Switzerland really doesn't like you. Belgium does not. None of the Italian miners like you. The Russians don't like you. Okay, that's definitely the biggest consideration. The Russians don't like you. I'm so sorry, Bavaria. But that's not happening. Hey, strategic mobility. Does that mean we can upgrade our forts? I have to double check that. Artillery, better artillery, go. Maybe I'm just thinking about this about military reforms because I've been playing lots of Hearts of Iron 4. Crisis averted. Yes, it was. France expands. Fasher? Where is Fasher? Let's find that. Oh! Oh! Okay, so you were colonizing Chad. How historical of you, France. Meanwhile, wow, Belgium has taken Mauritania and West Sahara and North Mali. Wow, Belgium. You know, usually you don't see Belgium actually colonizing Africa, which they did, of course, do in real life. So actually, I kind of like that Belgium has a colony in Africa, even if it isn't one of the, like, better places to have a colony in Africa, except for strategic purposes for getting to America, I guess. Meanwhile, Spain is actually getting some very useful land in the middle of Africa. This will be super rich in rubber later on in the game, which will make them quite rich, I think. Alright, well, you go France for being very historical. And I'm astounded that the British have not done any colonizing in Africa besides good old South Africa. Wow. Britain fail. Well, I guess you're concentrating on India. It's fair enough, I guess. But still, none of this being British, that seems kind of weird. I don't know. Africa always winds up being super unusual in these games. Like, places, secondary and great powers that you'd never imagine uh, suddenly start appearing. And I cannot wrap my mind around the fact that Bavaria is a world power. So that means there are 3 German world powers right now. Well, to the extent that Austria is German, anyway. The Austrian Empire obviously was mostly not like ethnic Germans in it, but the ruling dynasty was German. Whatever, it's just German, I guess. Yeah, and now Bavaria is contesting the German minor states with Austria and the NGF. I just keep expecting the NGF to eventually declare war on Bavaria just to annex it to make the empire, but I don't know. Now that they're a major power, I don't know if they actually will do that. Alright, more navy modernization. Good, good, good. People may be wondering what's the point of the game. There's not really a point of the game in the traditional sense of that word. It's basically to succeed as your country. How you describe success, that kind of depends on you. I will define success as making it to 1920, because I usually don't play the game past 1920, because once you get past the era of World War I, a lot of the mechanics in the game sort of stop being realistic, I guess you could say. I mean, you can play all the way to 1932, like literally, or 1936, I think, literally 100 years, and you can have fascist parties rising up and all that, and great wars get discovered. Although those get discovered usually in the 1910s, so we may have like a World War I scenario on our hands. I really hope not, because we will probably not do so well in that. Although maybe we will. I don't know. I've been managing the Ottoman Empire better than in the actual Ottoman Empire was managed around this time in history, so maybe we will. But I just, like I was saying, I don't really care for playing much past 1920, just because it stops feeling like it stops feeling like the right game. Like, it starts feeling like, okay, I'm in Hearts of Iron territory now. What do we have here? So, woohoo, prestige. I like prestige. 78% in Basra, Thrace, Syria. Navy base upgrade in Istanbul. Awesome. Hey, we can't expand forts. Let's do that. Whoa! Polish-Lithuanian pan-nationalists have defeated the government's forces. Krakow is now under the control of the Agrarian Party. Okay, a revolution has happened. Let's see who's in charge in Krakow now. Okay, so okay, rebels are occupying. Well, if it's Polish-Lithuanian pan-nationalists, then this will become Poland-Lithuania and we'll instantly get cores on all of this, which will probably make the Germans and the Austrians and the Russians very pissed. Cool. Fish. Free fish. I like fish. Not really, but in the game they're nice. Maybe build time minus. I don't know. I feel like mechanical production. Yeah, let's do that instead. Expand ammunition factory in Thrace. Wow, people really want to buy guns right now, I guess. Or the capitalists in our country are just stupid. It could be either one. Although, that small arms factory is damn profitable. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. Turkish guns. Best guns. Actually, I don't know if they're the best guns, but I'm sure as shit not going to say they're not the best. They're mine. Militancy is still going up. Maybe, I wonder what is the support right now for passing a reform. So, the one I want to pass next is legalized trade unions, because once we get a lot of working class factory workers, they're going to want those. And this also gives us more other reform desires, which is good. So 34% votes yes right now. So all of the liberals, 20% of the socialists, and 20% of the conservatives. So all the liberals, that's 23%, plus another 19% from socialists, plus another... so only 35% is voting yes right now. But once we get up to 3% militancy, 10 more percent of the socialists and the radicals, and the socialists and the conservatives will vote in favor, because they'll start getting scared about, having their heads chopped off. So, I think we'll end up passing that reform, at least. We'll see if people still keep getting pissed off if we have to keep passing more reforms. But for now, that's what I think will be next on the docket. Oh no. I could legalize upper class parliamentary voting, but I'd rather just desire up first. Also, oh man, our upper house keeps changing. I mean, minor changes, but still. So, it looks like the socialists and the anarcho-liberals keep gaining at the expense of the reactionaries. It looks like, or maybe the reactionaries are becoming conservative and some conservatives are becoming anarcho-liberals. I don't know. Unfortunately, you can't see party preference rankings. I say unfortunately, but, I mean, honestly, that would be really difficult to program that in. Boy, I'm so relieved I didn't have to go to war with the Russians. Like, you cannot believe how relieved I am about that. Still building commerce raiders is... Alright, so this is going to be the... We're just going to call you the Persian Gulf Transport so we know who you are. And eventually I'm going to build, I think, another actual fleet over here, just so I can actually have fleets in both of the areas where I have territory. But I don't know, I don't really want to build man-o-wars, because I'm probably just going to end up scrapping those once I get ironclads or actual battleships. I may just skip over ironclads and just go straight to actual battleships. That's actually what I ended up doing in my Austria game. But then again, Austria's navy is only really used for defensive purposes usually, unless you end up having to naval invade one of your puppets down here. Which, I guess, I did one time, actually, now that I think of it. Pragmatism. Prestige. I like prestige. Oh, one of our generals died. We'll get a new one, I assume. Alright, well I guess that's about it time for now, unfortunately. So... we'll have to put in a cut here, and we'll return to this. I promise I'm going to try to return to this game more often. I'm not sure how popular it is. It seems to be the most popular Let's Play on my channel, so I feel like I should be doing this more often. I will say though, I do stream things on my Twitch. My Twitch link is actually on my main channel page, so if you don't know where it is, it's there. It's basically Twitch Harkov 311, same as my name on here. Anyway, that about wraps it up for Victoria 2 for now. Catch you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.